All right, here we are back with our story about a time when you cried. So remember yesterday we were talking about making sure you use your storyteller voice and not leaving out some of those tricky words that might be hard, but writing down the tricky words. And even if you don't think that you want to write that tricky word, just writing the sounds that you hear, using your alphabet chart and using what you know. Today, what we're going to do and what we're going to learn is that writers use a partner as another tool to help make your writing more readable. So I'm going to show you my story. I worked on mine yesterday too, and I went through and I told you about, my story was about a time when I cried. And so my story says, one day I was walking outside when I just fell over. All of a sudden, I was looking at the sky. I got up and I put walked back, and then I decided, no, I really hopped back. So I changed that and put hopped back into the classroom. But then my foot hurt. My foot hurt so bad, I had to call my mom to come get me. So that was as far as I made it yesterday. So today, but did you notice, first of all, my storytelling words, like I used words like one day, and I used words like all of a sudden. And so if you're not sure about how to spell them, that is okay. You are just going to write the sounds you hear. But today, since we're talking about using a partner, another person to help make your writing more readable, Dylan is going to help me today go through and show what a partner is going to do, how you work with your partner. So you probably have an adult that you can work with, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a brother or a sister or somebody else. So today, Dylan is the one who's going to help me. Okay, so we're going to go through, and she's going to look at my story and tell me some things that I could do to make it more readable, because I can read it to you, right? But she might not be able to read it.
Okay.
So first, she might need a pencil. Do you have a pencil? A red pencil,
no,
Dylan?
I don't.
Okay, let me go get that, and you can start.
Okay. One day I was working.
Where'd you put the pencils?
Outside.
All colored pencils that were in your room. Right here. So if you see something.
So I saw something. So you need to put finger spaces in between your words.
Okay.
So do I just write like a line?
Yep, so she could put a line on my paper so that I don't forget. And then I'll know that I need to like separate them. And I would put it like above and below the line. And that way,
Okay.
I'll know that it's a space and not like a letter L or something.
So one day I was walking outside. You have to remember to put finger spaces.
Outside is one word though.
Oh yeah.
So that shouldn't be a space. Okay. When
I just, is that one word?
So I just fell over.
So you need.
That should be 4 words. I just fell over.
I just fell over. And then is that the end? That's the end of that sentence, so you need a period.
Okay.
You have to remember what the period So you had to make sure that you put a little period right there. And then that means that you have to start your next word with a capital letter. All of a sudden, if an I is alone, then you have to make it capitalized. And you have to do finger spaces. I was looking at the sky, capital letter I, because it's alone. I got up and hopped back into the classroom. So it looks like that's the end of a sentence because you put a capital right there, so you have to make sure that you put your period. But then my foot, is that one word?
My foot hurt. How many words is that, you guys? My foot hurt. It's supposed to be 3 words, but I was trying to squeeze it on the page. Can't I just squeeze it on the page?
I don't know. You can't just squeeze it on the page. You have to put finger spaces.
Okay, so if you're running out of room, you actually have to turn the pages. And then if your helper has got to make sure that these space lines are extra long so that they can tell it's not a letter L.
My foot hurt. Why'd you write that again?
I don't know. Maybe I forgot that I wrote it on the other page.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna cross that off.
This is why it's good to have a partner help you. And because if you're not rereading what you wrote, sometimes you make mistakes like that, right?
Yep. So my foot hurt so bad. It's in the middle of a sentence, so you have to remember to capitalize it.
So whenever I is standing alone, we always capitalize it.
Bad. I had to call my mom. Is that capitalized? Why do you have that capitalized?
I don't know. I just did.
So you don't want it like that. You want it.
So there's no reason to capitalize letters unless they're at the beginning of a sentence.
Yeah.
Or unless it's that I.
I had to call my mom to come get me, but those are also capitalized.
I think I was just in a hurry, maybe.
Put capitalized letters in the middle of sentences. Period. Good job. So, now we're going to look at all the pictures. So this picture looks like, where are you? Like it looks like you're in the middle of nowhere because you don't have any background. So are you in your classroom, or are you outside, or are you...
Okay, so I'm outside.
So I think that you're going to need to draw some things that are outside, like maybe some trees, the playground maybe.
Yeah, because I was on the playground. Okay.
So that you're outside. And then this page...
Do you also hear how I'm not getting upset or crying or arguing with the person who's trying to help me? Right? That's their job, is to help me make my writing better and more readable. So they're helping by giving me suggestions on how to help with my words and my pictures.
And the same thing goes with this picture. You were looking at the sky. You said it right down here. So you have to kind of show like the sky up above, so then you know that you're looking at the sky. Because this just looks like you're laying down in nowhere.
Okay.
And then on this picture, I can see that you're going in, like that you're hopping into a door, but what door? Are you hopping into your house? So down here it says that you're hopping into your classroom. Maybe you could put some other stuff like the roof that's over top of the classroom door, or maybe you could do the inside of the classroom or the outside of the classroom, whatever side.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because I probably could put the roof up here. I didn't think of how I could make it look like that,
Yeah,
but that's
you
a good
could
idea.
Put the roof up here, and then you put the little step or something.
Yeah.
To show that you are walking into your classroom, and then people will know, oh, she's walking into her classroom. And in here, you put your door, and you're sitting down in your chair, and this is the green table. But what else is here? Is it in your classroom? Is it just the green table and a door?
Okay.
So maybe you could put some tables or the sink or something over here, or the door to the bathroom, so then you could see where you are in the classroom.
All right. So that is how you work with your partner to make your reading more readable. All right. I hope you are definitely getting started and you're making some progress. I hope you can also see how I used some of my storytelling words in my story today.